Osaka court rules against school that force teen to dye hair black.
Here's a summary of the article.
Osaka, a former Osaka high school student, has won her damages lawsuit against the prefectural government after being pressured to dye her hair black because it didn't conform with school regulations. According to the lawsuit, the school regulations prohibited students from getting their hair permed, colored, bleached or braided with extensions. The school repeatedly told her to dye her hair to make it look blacker based on the regulations. One of the main arguments in the trial was whether the school regulations have a legal basis. The court sided with the defense on this argument, adhering fundamentally to past judicial rulings that gave wide-ranging discretion to schools regarding school regulations. The plaintiff also said that the student told the school that her hair color is naturally brown, but it rejected her explanation. The court again sided with the defense and found that the school's actions in checking on students' hair color and style are not illegal.
This post received a score of 12,000, with an upvote ratio of 98%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Yeah, it's similar in Thai schools. My cousin has naturally light brown hair and she had to dye it black to make it more natural. Luckily her parents threw up a fuss and the school conceded face with rolling eyes.
So if I grew up in Thailand and went to your cousin's school, I'd have to dye my hair black even though I'm a white guy with naturally blonde hair?
They would probably treat you differently as a foreigner, even if you grew up there.
I still just find it so strange that they would tell someone with naturally dark brown hair to dye their hair black. Like, do they not realize that some people from Eastern Asia naturally have dark brown hair?
My daughter is half Japanese and half Western and has brown hair. At her high school they are quite strict about hair color, and in the school regulations it states that students with naturally brown hair have to provide a letter and a childhood photo as evidence to prove that their hair is naturally brown. I have naturally blonde hair, so they took one look at me and the letter and photo weren't needed. Edit: someone has objected to my use of half Western, which I used for privacy reasons. My biracial child with one Japanese and one white parent has brown hair.
Fuck me, that's some next-level dystopian shit.
In actual fact, despite that rule, the school is not at all dystopian and actually provides a warm and caring environment with teachers who go out of their way to help the kids. Edit: look, I know people want a simple narrative and this does not fit that. It's a stupid rule, but they don't seem to really enforce it, and certainly didn't in my daughter's case, and in other ways the school is really good with the kids. She is happy there, well, at least until coronavirus derailed things, and came out of herself a lot and is being helped by the school.
The older I get, the more I remember about school that I would never have agreed to today. No hat indoors, singing before lunch, forced church sermon at Christmas and Easter.
No singing before lunch? Why would there be a need for a rule like that?
No, you misunderstand, we were forced to sing before lunch. Usually one of a couple of different songs. Which I've only recently understood was religious.
Girls whose hair exceeded a certain length had to tie it into a ponytail. If someone refused to tie her hair, the staff would cut the hair. Guys whose hair was too long would have their hair cut by the staff. To protest that, on the day the school was going to check hair length, I shaved my head. The staff was pissed when they saw my bald ass head. I told them, you can cut people's hair but you can't force people to grow hair on the spot.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.